In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Stable Diffusion AUTOMATIC1111 without going through all of those headaches in installing Git, in installing Python, dealing with Conda environment and something like that, and all of those headaches. So in this video, we're going to use a fantastic tool which is going to do all of this hard work for us and maintain and keep all of these AI interface that we are going to use. For example, Stable Diffusion AUTOMATIC1111 or even Comfy UR or any other platform that we are going to use. So the name of this tool is Stability Metrics. Now, without further ado, let's dive in and see how we can install Stable Diffusion AUTOMATIC1111 with Stability Metrics without all of those headaches. So let's just dive in. The first thing that I'm going to do is search for Stability Metrics in Google. So the first link that is going to show is the GitHub page of Stability Metrics. As you already can see, Stability Metrics is a multi-platform package manager and interface UI for Stable Diffusion models. You can download it for Windows, Linux, and also macOS. So I have a macOS laptop. I'm going to download the Stability Diffusion macOS version, and from here you can see that the download is already started. Here is my download folder, and I have Stability Metrics macOS ARM64. I'm going to double click on this and drag and drop a Stability Metrics to my applications. All right, now we should have Stability Metrics on our machine. So let's search for that. Here we go. For the first time, it's going to say Stability Metrics is an app downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yep, I'm pretty sure. So here we go. It says that everything looks good. Apple M1 Pro, 60 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm going to check this one and click on continue. So from here, it's going to welcome me first. Welcome to Stability Metrics. Please select a data directory. If I choose the portable mode, in portable mode, all the data and settings will be stored in the same directory as the application. In this case, you will be able to move the application with its data folder to a different location or computer. So for example, if I choose the portable mode, I can extract and copy all of the workflow and all of the data that I already have in Stability Metrics, and I just can move it to another computer as easy as possible. So if you want to have that option, you just do portable mode, continue. From here, analytics, I'm just not gonna share that for now. And from here, I can see welcome to Stability Metrics. Choose your preferred interface to get started. As you already can see, guys, we can install Stable Diffusion Web UI Forge, Stable Diffusion Web UI Reforge, Stable Diffusion Web UI by AUTOMATIC1111, Comfy UI, Focus, and another version of Focus, maybe also SDFX, and also Invoked AI. And if I choose show all the packages, and I can see all other different packages that I can use. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go with Stable Diffusion Web UI. I'm going to click on this one, and from here, as you already can see, I can choose a few models that I want, but for now I'm going to just skip that. So I'm going to close this. All right, after that, I have to have my Stable Diffusion Web UI ASAP. So from here, I can go to the settings of Stability Metrics. I can choose, for example, the interface, the image viewer, and also the file name pattern. I can do a lot of stuff from here. From here, I can choose the packages that I already have, for example, Stable Diffusion Web UI. And from here, I also still can install another package. So if I hit that button, I'm going to come back to this page and I can install another package. Really simple. So I'm going to go back. All right, now I should have a Stable Diffusion Web UI installed. So I can just hit the launch from here, but for now I don't have any model. So from here I can see that all of these model, and I can browse all of them. The models are coming from Civit AI, or we can also choose the Hugging Face models. So I'm going to stick with this one because they have some pictures that I can see. From here, there is a button which says that show NSF NSFW content. If I hit this button, I can see the models that are producing NSFW content, but for sake of this video, I'm not going to do so. I can choose and install any of these models that I want. For example, for now, I'm going to just download this one. And after doing so, I can see my download from here. Until this download is in progress, we can go and explore other part of this tool. For example, if I go to interface, I can see that I already have an interface which I can generate some images with that, but I still don't have any model. From here, I also can go to workflows. For example, I have this workflow ready to use with Comfy UI and with other UI interfaces. Also from here, I can see my image that I created, but for now I don't have any images. So we're going to explore this in a minute after we create some images. All right, the download is complete, and from here I can see or clear my finished downloads. I'm coming back to the packages and I'm going to hit the launch button from here. As you can see, I can see all the logs that I can normally see into the terminal of Conda environment or any other environment that I'm using. Now I can see that a new tab has been opened into my browser with this URL, and I have the model already selected, SD Dream Shaper, and I can go text to image and I can pass a prompt. For example, I can say a young woman. As usual, from here we can choose any settings that we want, but I'm just gonna keep this simple and press the generate button. After doing so, if I come back here, I can see all the progress and be aware of everything that is happening right now. And also from here, I can see the progress bar. Yep, here we go, and this is the image that we just created. So let's go to a stability matrix and come to the model and to the model that we just downloaded, and from here I can go and see what kind of images I can generate with this model. So here is in hugging face. If I come here, maybe I can see a few prompts that I can use. Yep, here is the model, Sweet AI. So for example, if I'm going to recreate this image from here, I can see that I have a prompt. So let's go to our UI from here, and I have a negative prompt. So I'm going to pass the negative prompt as well. Guidance is on 9. So let's see here. I'm going to pass this on 9, and step is 30. So I'm going to make this on 30. And another part is sampler is DPM++ SDE, and I'm pretty sure that should be this one. All right, we also can pass a seed. So I'm not going to pass a seed for now. So let's just hit the generation button. Here is the image. Not bad actually, but let's pass a seed for now and hit the generation button again. But in order to make the seed number actually work, we have to pass all of these metadata as exactly as it is here. So yep, we didn't get the exact image, but it's still a pretty good image. Here we go. This is also our image. This video is not about how we can generate images with Stable Diffusion AUTOMATIC1111, but if you want me to create a video about this and deep dive into all of those settings that you just saw, please let me know in the comments below so I can create a video. All right, now let's go to a stability matrix, and from here, if I go to the output browser, I can see all of my images that were saved into the shared output folder and into the text to image, because we created these images with text to image. And from here I can also download them and use them for my projects. Alright guys, that was it. Now you know how to install Stable Diffusion without any headache and use it as simple as possible. If you want me to create a full tutorial about stability metrics and how we can use all of those advanced settings, please let me know in the comment below so I can do so. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this type of content, please consider to subscribe to the channel and also give a thumbs up to this video. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.